Imagine a world where humanity lived in perfect unity, connected to the cosmos, not through technology or conquest, but through spiritual mastery. A forgotten land, predating even Atlantis, where the very fabric of society was woven with harmony and a deep energetic connection to the universe. This wasn't a dream. This was Lemuria. For millennia, the memory of Lemuria has been meticulously erased from our collective consciousness. Why? Because Lemuria held something profoundly dangerous. Not weapons, but knowledge. Knowledge that could awaken your true spiritual identity, dissolve fear-based control systems, and remind us that we are infinitely more than just flesh and bone. Lemuria taught higher consciousness, multidimensional living, and a sacred harmony with Earth and the stars. These teachings threaten the very foundation of the modern world, a world built on separation, materialism, and submission to external authority. In this video, we're going to uncover why powerful elites, through centuries of manipulation, have tirelessly worked to bury Lemuria's memory. We'll explore what Lemuria truly was, what it meant for humanity's soul journey, and why remembering it could be the key to unlocking your own spiritual awakening. If you've ever felt a mysterious connection to the ocean, had dreams of ancient lands, or questioned why so much sacred knowledge remains hidden, this message is for you. Stay until the end, because we're not just recalling a lost continent. We're reclaiming a lost part of ourselves. Lemuria, a blueprint for a unified existence. Long before the rise of Babylon or the Golden Age of Egypt, there was Lemuria, often called Mu in ancient legends. Lemuria is believed to have been a vast, spiritually advanced continent that existed in what is now the Pacific Ocean. According to esoteric traditions, Lemuria was not just a physical place. It was a state of consciousness. Its people lived in deep harmony with the earth, practiced energy-based communication like telepathy, and were guided by a unified spiritual awareness that connected them to the stars. Unlike Atlantis, which focused more on technology and power, Lemuria embodied the feminine principle. Intuitive wisdom, emotional depth, nurturing connection, and universal love. The society was not hierarchical. There were no kings, no empires, no centralized authority. Lemurians lived in small, sacred communities where every individual was viewed as a divine expression of its energy. Conflict was rare, healing was vibrational, and the very land pulsed with crystalline energy that nourished their bodies and spirits. While mainstream science still debates its existence, numerous indigenous cultures across Polynesia, Hawaii, India, and even South America carry oral histories that point to a lost land swallowed by the sea. In Tamil traditions of southern India, there are myths of Kumari Kandam, an advanced civilization beneath the Indian Ocean. In Hawaii, the memory of Mu is preserved in chants and sacred knowledge passed down through generations. Even more intriguingly, esoteric writings and mystic visions from clairvoyants like Helena Blavatsky, Rudolf Steiner, and Edgar Cayce mention Lemuria as a real epoch in Earth's spiritual history, a time when human souls were more etheric, less dense, and more directly connected to the divine realm. So, why is Lemuria almost completely absent from textbooks? Why does mainstream history brush it off as myth? Could it be that remembering Lemuria would shift not only how we see the past, but how we live in the present? Lemuria isn't just a legend. It's the buried memory of a way of being, a blueprint for a conscious, loving, and unified human existence. If Lemuria truly existed, then it's not just a place we've forgotten. It's a part of us we've forgotten. The Lemurian code within you. Many spiritual traditions suggest that the people of Lemuria had a different kind of DNA, a more crystalline structure that allowed them to access higher states of consciousness. This wasn't just biological, it was energetic. The Lemurian body was a vessel of light, aligned with universal frequencies and attuned to the wisdom of both Earth and the stars. Esoteric teachings describe Lemurians as multidimensional beings. They didn't just live on the physical plane. They could access other realms, receive guidance from celestial intelligences, and consciously travel in astral form. Their connection to Source wasn't filtered through dogma or hierarchy. It was direct, natural, and constant. It's said that Lemurian DNA had 12 active strands, compared to the 2 physical strands recognized by modern science. These additional strands were not visible under a microscope because they operated on a quantum energetic level, governing intuition, telepathy, healing, and even time perception. Traces of this DNA remain in us. Those who feel deeply empathic, who sense energy shifts, or who have a powerful call to spiritual awakening may very well carry the imprint of the Lemurian code. This is not metaphor. It is soul memory encoded in your being. Places like Mount Shasta in California are believed to be modern-day gateways to Lemurian consciousness. Mystics and channelers have long claimed that ancient Lemurian beings still exist in higher dimensions beneath the mountain, in a city called Telos. Many people who visit Mount Shasta experience visions, energy downloads, and an inexplicable feeling of coming home. Why? Because something ancient is still alive there. In truth, the story of Lemuria is not a history lesson. It is a remembrance of your soul's architecture. If you've ever looked at the stars and felt like you came from somewhere else, if you've ever been drawn to sacred geometry, crystal healing, or cosmic frequencies, then you might be carrying Lemurian DNA. And unlocking it might be the key to remembering your true purpose in this life. Why was Lemuria erased? Now we arrive at the most uncomfortable and perhaps most important question of all. Why don't we learn about Lemuria? Why has this entire civilization been dismissed as myth, buried in footnotes, or ignored completely by mainstream academia? Because knowledge is power, and some knowledge is dangerous to those who wish to control. The teachings of Lemuria were centered on unity consciousness, inner divinity, and the sacredness of all life. If humanity embraced these principles, hierarchical systems built on fear, division, and obedience would collapse. The Lemurian way of life rendered governments, religious dogmas, and corporate empires irrelevant. It taught that truth could be found within, not through external authorities. So what happened? According to esoteric historians, during great earth changes, possibly due to tectonic shifts, solar cycles, or karmic collapse, Lemuria eventually sank. But its wisdom lived on. Survivors fled to other parts of the world, carrying fragments of their knowledge with them to Egypt, India, the Andes, and even Easter Island. This is why we see similar sacred symbols, megalithic architecture, and spiritual cosmologies scattered across ancient cultures that supposedly had no contact. As humanity re-entered darker ages of consciousness, new systems rose, systems rooted in control. Colonial empires, state religions, and secret societies rebranded ancient knowledge, restricted it, or deemed it heresy. Anything that threatened centralized authority was destroyed, hidden, or distorted. Over time, Lemuria became just another legend, something unserious, unscientific, and fictional. But the suppression didn't stop at books and artifacts. It extended into modern education, where anything that doesn't fit the linear, materialist narrative is excluded. We are taught to worship the external governments, experts, institutions, never the inner power of consciousness, intuition, and direct connection to the universe. The truth is, Lemuria is dangerous to the elite not because it calls for rebellion, but because it reminds us we don't need to be ruled. It invites us to reclaim our sovereignty, not through violence, but through remembrance. And so, the best way to keep you from reclaiming your spiritual inheritance is to make you believe it never existed at all. Sacred symbols. Lemuria's enduring legacy. Though the continent of Lemuria may have disappeared beneath the waves, its spiritual legacy remains deeply embedded in the sacred symbols scattered throughout ancient cultures. These symbols are not random. They are living codes left by Lemurian ancestors to awaken us when the time is right. Among the most profound of these symbols is sacred geometry. Patterns like the spiral, the flower of life, and the lotus flower, all of which are found in temples, ancient manuscripts, and megalithic structures worldwide. These shapes are more than art. They are energetic blueprints that align our consciousness with universal laws. The spiral, for example, represents the journey of the soul, expanding outward and inward, a symbol of evolution and ascension that was central to Lemurian spiritual practice. The tree of life, a symbol recognized in many mystical traditions such as Kabbalah and Hermeticism, also traces its origins to Lemurian wisdom. It maps the pathways of divine energy flowing through existence, connecting heaven and earth. This cosmic map served as a guide for initiates seeking spiritual awakening. Additionally, Lemurian crystals, large quartz formations with unique energetic properties, have been discovered in places like Mount Shasta and the Himalayas. These crystals are said to store the memories and frequencies of Lemuria itself, helping those who meditate with them to access ancient knowledge and heal energetic blockages. By studying and working with these symbols, you tap into an energetic network that connects you directly with Lemuria's consciousness. They act as portals, awakening dormant parts of your psyche and revealing the deeper mysteries of life. These sacred symbols are a call to remember that beneath the surface of the visible world lies a hidden language waiting to be decoded. Are you a Lemurian soul? Many people today feel a deep, unexplainable pull towards the mysteries of Lemuria, not just out of curiosity, but as a soul remembrance. If you find yourself drawn to ancient knowledge, sacred sites, or spiritual practices that focus on energy and consciousness, you might be carrying Lemurian lineage within your soul. Common signs of a Lemurian soul include an intense empathy for all living beings, a strong connection to the ocean or water, and a fascination with crystals, sacred geometry, and cosmic mysteries. You may experience vivid dreams or visions of ancient lands submerged beneath the sea, or feel a profound sense of homesickness for a place you've never physically visited. Many Lemurian souls also have past life memories or spiritual connections to star systems such as Sirius, the Pleiades, or even inner Earth realms. This starseed lineage often carries with it a mission to awaken humanity by restoring lost spiritual knowledge and guiding the planet through times of transformation. If you feel an urge to heal others, work with energy, or promote peace and unity, this may be your soul calling you to remember Lemuria's wisdom. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards awakening your latent spiritual potential and participating in the great shift in consciousness now underway. Lemuria is not just a forgotten land. It is an energetic vibration alive within many souls today, quietly waiting to be awakened. The rising of Lemurian consciousness. Today, many spiritual seekers sense a powerful shift unfolding on Earth, a return of the very consciousness that once thrived in Lemuria. This is not just a metaphorical awakening, but a cosmic cycle aligned with the rise of the feminine energy, collective healing, and the transition into higher dimensions of existence, often referred to as the 5D or ascension. Ancient prophecies and esoteric teachings speak of a solar flash, a burst of light and energy from our sun that could catalyze mass awakening and spiritual evolution. This, combined with the cyclical nature of time described by the yugas and cosmic cycles, signals that humanity is on the brink of reclaiming forgotten knowledge and reconnecting with the unity consciousness that Lemuria embodied. As old systems crumble and more people embrace meditation, energy healing, and sacred geometry, the Lemurian vibration grows stronger in the collective field. The elites who once suppressed this knowledge find it harder to maintain control as more souls remember their true origin and power. The return of Lemurian consciousness offers a pathway beyond duality, fear, and separation, inviting us all to awaken to our divine nature and co-create a world based on love, balance, and cosmic harmony. In this great spiritual renaissance, Lemuria is not lost. It is rising within you and me, a living force shaping the future of humanity. As we come to the end of this journey into Lemuria's hidden history, remember that what has been lost is not beyond reclaiming. Lemuria's story is not just an ancient myth, but a profound invitation, a call to awaken parts of yourself long buried beneath layers of forgetfulness and control. The elites may have tried to erase this sacred knowledge, but the spirit of Lemuria endures, whispering through sacred symbols, ancient crystals, and the deepest parts of your soul. What if remembering Lemuria is the missing key to unlocking your true spiritual purpose? What if this lost civilization holds the blueprint for humanity's next evolutionary leap? If this message resonated with you, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you feel a connection to Lemuria? Have you experienced signs or memories that align with this ancient wisdom? Your story could inspire others on their path. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Wisdom of the Ancients for more deep explorations into forgotten civilizations, sacred knowledge, and the mysteries of our cosmic heritage. And if you're ready to dive even deeper, watch our next video, The Hidden Technology of Atlantis That's Returning Today. Together, we continue to uncover the truths hidden from history and reclaim the wisdom that belongs to us all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep seeking, keep awakening. Watch our next video, The Hidden Technology of Atlantis That's Returning Today. Together, we continue to uncover the truths hidden from history and reclaim the wisdom that belongs to us all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep seeking, keep awakening. Hidden from history and reclaim the wisdom that belongs to us all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep seeking, keep awakening.